Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. Well, just today I was on the website, the tab, and I saw this crazy headline. I thought it had to be fake news. How vegetarians, I know we're vegan, but yeah, vegetarians are unhealthy and have mental illnesses compared to, say, regular meat-eating folks. So yeah, I thought this was fake news, like that story I showed you guys like a week and a half ago that turned out to be completely fabricated. There was no researcher, no study that had almost this exact same headline. So I'm going, no, not again, not more vegan fake news. But it turns out this is actually real. First of all, on the tab.com, the writer of this story is just very cynical, seems really jealous of friends who are trying to get healthy after the New Year's. So yeah, she offers this study as a way to make you feel better about your bad habits. So this new study that she refers to is not new at all. It was published originally 3 years ago, but it's really starting to catch on now. It's kind of getting more viral as of late 2016, early 2017. So that's why I think this study needs to be debunked once and for all here on video. So one thing you got to be a little suspicious of is that this study does not cite where its funding's coming from. You got to ask yourself, what are they trying to hide? What don't they want us to know? And this study really consisted of surveys. There was no real experiment, like where an experimental group was compared to a control group. No, they interviewed thousands and thousands of people to try to find about 330 vegetarians, which they just defined as vegan or vegetarians who ate like cheese and eggs, and vegetarians that had fish. They put them all in one group and compared them to 3 other groups of light-eating carnivores and higher meat-eating carnivores and the like. And as far as determining the health of their subjects, there were no doctors or blood tests or anything like that. No, they just simply continued the survey. They asked them questions like, have you had heart disease? You say yes or no. Do you have diabetes? You say yes or no. And they repeated that for 18 diseases. And the researchers found that this group of vegetarians self-reported more incidents of mental illness, cancer, and allergies than did the other groups of meat-eating people. And from other questions, these researchers determined that vegetarians go to the doctor more often and just have a lower quality of life. So here is what the researchers concluded from their study. They conclude that our study has shown that Austrian, that's where this study was done, Austrian adults who consume a vegetarian diet are less healthy, have a lower quality of life, and also require more medical treatment. They even go as far to say that public health programs are needed to educate the public to reduce their health risks due to nutritional factors. In other words, they're saying the public needs to be educated. They need to be warned about the dangers of not eating meat, of going vegan and vegetarian, that you're going to get cancer, you're going to be depressed, you're going to have all these diseases. This is crazy, but that's what the authors are concluding here. The conclusions from the study simply don't follow from its design. Any first-year college student studying experimental design will be able to tell you this, and I actually can vouch for that. I'll show you some of my research here. I'm probably one of the few vegan YouTubers that has done research. I have nearly a minor from my days in college in experimental psychology, which is basically research design. Anyway, let me just tell you what this study is. It's a cross-sectional study, and there's no cause and effect. They're saying like a vegan diet actually causes people to become more ill, but it's very likely that some of these vegetarians that were ill in the study were vegetarians because they may have already had some of these diseases and learned that, hey, yeah, going vegan or vegetarian helps fight cancer, helps fight diabetes. So they can't say going vegan is what caused them to get ill. Furthermore, the subjects were given no definition as to what it really meant to be sick, if they really truly had an illness or not. Like I said earlier, they were just asked questions like, hey, do you have diabetes? You either say yes or no. It didn't mean, like, say you said yes, it didn't mean that you actually had to have been diagnosed with it. It just could be something you think you had. There's no medical verification whatsoever. So yeah, not to saying this discounts the whole study, but you just can't really base a claim that going vegan or vegetarian causes disease based on just people's self-reports if they may or may not be ill according to their own beliefs. And I did mention that this study was done in Austria, which is a pretty small, homogenous type country and culture. It's quite possible that their dietary patterns, their lifestyle patterns and behaviors are really not that similar to how we live in the United States, the United Kingdom. The reason why I bring that up is that the author from the tab.com is not Austrian. She's from, I think, the United States, the United Kingdom. So for her to like see this study in Austria and say, hey, if you go vegan or vegetarian, you're going to be sick and ill, it doesn't really work out that well. Another huge weak point about this study is that the authors decided to lump vegans in with the vegetarians, ones that have milk, ones that have eggs, and even vegetarians that have fish. I'm not even sure why that's considered vegetarian. So basically, most of the people in the non-meat eating group are still getting animal products, are getting animal protein pretty much on a daily basis. So it might stand to reason that, if you're eating animal products every day, you might get some of the same diseases that people that eat animal products every day get. I think what disturbs me most about the conclusions that these authors of the study are trying to make is that they're ignoring the vast mountain of evidence of really solid research, not just surveys like these guys are trying to do, but like cause and effect studies, trials done on actual patients, like Dr. Esselstyn's before and afters of how he's opened up patients' arteries after like near complete blockage after following a vegan diet. But these authors here think that their little survey where people just answer questions, yeah, I think I have diabetes, yeah, I think I feel kind of sad, they think that trumps the mountain of research, of solid research that's been done. That just pretty much conclusively shows that going vegan is actually the best diet for you if you do have these diseases like the most common forms of cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. Going vegan does not make them any worse. Well, the good news, though, is that veganism is on the rise, just kicking butt. And that's why stories like this are getting picked up by the mass media and going viral. They want to present stories to their readers to show them all the good things about their bad habits. So that's exactly what's going on here, showing them some weak study that takes the conclusion way too far from what the study design allows. So yeah, just be prepared for more of that in the future, because that's what happens when you start getting attention. So yeah, hit like if you got some out of this video. Hit like if you want to see more videos like this of me debunking these horrible studies. And also hit like or comment if you want me to share my psychological research papers I've done here. Here's the statistical analysis I did on my study. I'll show it with you sometime here. The effects of music and stress on relaxation. Let me know if you want to have a look at that. What else? Yeah, share this with a friend who may have shared this dumb, bogus story with you. And subscribe for more information from me and Angie here at Happy Healthy Vegan. So lay off the dairy, eggs, and meat and keep it carved, baby. Keep it carved.
Round and round again.